Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll be discussing the top 11 of from Chelsea. So I've been following Chelsea from 2006 and I've been supporter of Chelsea from that time only, and I've been closely following our team since the last almost 20 or 17 years. So that's why I would be discussing the top 11 players that I would choose from the last 17 years who have provided the club with amazing goals and amazing memories. So let's jump right into it straight away. So first of all, I will be choosing a manager because manager is the most important part of a team, and I would be choosing Jose Mourinho as my manager because he was the one who gave Chelsea their first title after 100 years. Because Chelsea was formed in 1905 and we won our first title in 2005. So it took us almost around 100 years to win our first title, but nevertheless, now we are, I think, one of the most successful clubs in England. So let's dive straight into our top 11. So let's dive straight into our top 11. So at the top of the field, we have a striker, and I would be choosing none other than Drogba, as he was the one who lifted the first Champions League trophy, and his penalty was the decider. In fact, his header was the deciding factor in the 19 minutes, and after that the game went on to the final, and ultimately Drogba was the one who scored the winning penalty. So obviously Drogba, and the amazing memories that he has given us throughout the years, I will never forget Drogba. First of all, let's discuss the formation. I would be putting four players in our back line and two defensive midfielders along with a central attacking midfielder and a left wing along with a right wing. So in left wing, obviously, I would be choosing none other than Eden Hazard because he was one of the best players that has ever worn a Chelsea shirt, and his dribbling skills was none other than anyone. And when he was on top of his game, he was most probably number third after Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. So this is why I would be choosing Eden Hazard without any doubt. And for central midfielder, I would be choosing Lampard, as he was our, I mean, he is currently the top goal scorer of Chelsea, and despite being a midfielder, he's the only one who has scored the most goal in Chelsea shirt. So this is why I have massive respect for Lampard. And despite of the fact that he played for the club, he has also returned during different spells as a manager as well. And unfortunately, things did not go as good as we were expecting. But none other than Lampard would be chosen as a central attacking midfielder for my team because he is absolutely phenomenal football player. And one of his goals that I like was the Barcelona one, in which he chipped from right across the goal line. So this is why I would be choosing Frank Lampard. Now I want to talk about the left back, which I would be choosing none other than Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole transferred from Arsenal to Chelsea, but Chelsea was the club where he found the most success in England, and obviously he was very crucial in our Champions League winning campaign as well. This is why I would be choosing Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole was also the defender who Cristiano Ronaldo told that he was the most difficult Premier League defender that he faced. So this is why you can always rely on Ashley Cole's quality. And on top of that, he was very attacking minded as well. So this is why Ashley Cole is without a doubt in my left wing. All right. So in the defensive field, I would be choosing none other than John Terry because, as we all know, he's our club legend and captain leader as well, and he had backline under control for several years. When he finally retired, there was a hole that was left in the team, and still I think there is a hole that will never be filled because John Terry was definitely an academy player, and John Terry went on to win Champions League trophy and multiple Premier League trophies under different managers. So undoubtedly, John Terry has to be on the centre back. This is my top 11 team from the moment I saw Chelsea. So I would be reviewing my personal opinion, and if you have any changes or if you want to discuss anything with me, there's comment section down below, and we can have a small chat over there if you wish. And the right central back I would be choosing is David Luiz because David Luiz has a phenomenal personality on and off the pitch. He was such a character. He had a personality attached to him. And apart from that, he had an amazing right foot. He could score an amazing volleys from out of the box. and obviously he had the style quality which added a different dynamic to the dressing room. David Luiz was also the kind of guy you would rely to make the environment of the dressing room light-headed, and I really like David Luiz without any doubt. And on the right back, I would be choosing none other than our loyal servant Aspilicueta. Although I really feel Reece James is also a strong contender, but it's just that he has not been around for such a long time as Aspilicueta have. I think we bought Aspilicueta for around 7 million pound in around 2011 or 2012, and after that he has been serving our club since then. So it's almost just a decade of services, and Aspilicueta was very reliable in Chelsea because it was not like that he would be only playing a right back. He has also played centre back. He has also played left back. So he was a very versatile player, and we could always rely on Aspilicueta. Obviously, with he's been getting old and Premier League is getting so much faster. So obviously we have seen glimpses of him last season where he has made quite a few mistakes, but it doesn't matter because he has been a loyal servant for around 10 years, and that is a huge, massive number to put on the boards. So I do realize that his time has come, but I would also like to mention that Reece James has similar qualities and much more attack minded he is, but at the same time, Aspilicueta has been for the club on a long period of time, so it would feel disrespectful not to add him. So this is why I've added. Although I do think that Reece James also deserve to be in that spot, but anyways, let's move on to our goalkeeper, and you have guessed it right. Obviously, the best goalkeeper that Chelsea has ever seen, Petr Cech. Petr Cech has absolutely been phenomenal, and the kind of coaching that he provided to Mendy was very crucial in our Champions League winning campaign, the recent one as well. So this is why I think he's a leader on and off the pitch as well. This is why I'm choosing Petr Cech, and the numbers that he has put up on the board are really, really, really mind blowing when we see how many clean sheets Petr Cech has. Now we have last three position guys, which would be two defensive midfielders and a right wing. So this is very 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 tough situation for me because there are a lot of key players and a lot of phenomenal players that have worn the Chelsea shirt, but I have to choose just 11. So I would be choosing none other than Kante in my defensive midfielder position because we all know how much quality Kante possesses and what and whenever Kante has been put on the field, he has always been giving his 100% always. So this is why I'm choosing Kante, and he was such a steal deal in around 32 million. We bought him after Leicester City won their Premier League title, and he has been a loyal servant of the club after that. And the rising story of Kante has been phenomenal as well. This is why I'm choosing Kante without any doubt. And for my right wing, I would be choosing none other than Juan Mata because Juan Mata was one of the most phenomenal players that Chelsea has ever seen. He had very good technical abilities on his left foot, and the assist for the Champions League goal was provided by Juan Mata. That was for Drogba, in which Drogba converted a 81st or 88th minute header, I think, in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich in their home ground at Allianz Arena. So you can understand how big of a deal that was. So this is why Juan Mata, obviously without any doubt. But unfortunately, after Jose Mourinho came, he went down the pecking order, and after that he went to Manchester United. But just because of that campaign of Champions League winning title, this is why I'm adding Juan Mata because his relationship with Oscar and Willian and very other attacking minded players. He was a very phenomenal player and he always maintained good relationships with everyone. So this is why I'm choosing Juan Mata. And for our last position, we have a defensive midfielder position, and although this might feel controversial to you guys, but I really feel that Enzo Fernandez is really amazing player who would be doing a lot of good things in our Chelsea shirt. Now, guys, I do realize that it's been only 6 months since he has signed for Chelsea, and he has not done a lot to be added in the top 11 of all time, but I just really feel, this is my gut feeling, that Enzo Fernandez would be the X factor in our new Chelsea team, because our new Chelsea team was designed in a way that would benefit the young players. And Enzo Fernandez is just 21 years young, and he has just won a World Cup with Argentina, and he is the next big thing. I really believe that. This is why I do think it would be controversial to add him in the top 11 of all time in Chelsea team, but I really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, feel that Enzo Fernandez is something amazing. And I also would like to add some amazing servants that have served Chelsea over the past few years, and that would be Ramirez, first of all. Ramirez was a Brazilian who scored an amazing goal against Barcelona in our winning Champions League campaign that was around 2011 and 12. And along with Ramirez, I would like to add Willian, because at one point of time around 12, 13, or 13, 14 season, there was not many players who were performing good in our team, but Willian was the only one who was consistent with his performance, and he had scored some amazing free kick goals in that season. So this is why I would be adding Willian as some of the mentions of our clubs. And obviously I would be adding John Obi Mikel as well. John Obi Mikel was like a star who used to stay in the shadows, and he did not used to play much, but he was in Chelsea for a huge number of years. And the main reason that I'm mentioning John Obi Mikel was he was very important in our Champions League campaign as well, and I think he also started in our starting 11 against Bayern Munich in the final. And although he did not bring goals to the club, but his defensive work was absolutely phenomenal, and we could always rely on him. All right, so I would be mentioning a few more players that have served Chelsea really well, and that would be definitely Oscar. Although I do feel like Oscar left really early for a Chinese move, and it would serve him better if he had a few more years in European football. But it is what it is, and I was really grateful to watch Oscar in a Chelsea shirt, because he was oozing class whenever he was on the field. So definitely an Oscar for an Oscar. All right. So the next would be Fernando Torres. Now I know, guys, Fernando Torres was really, really, absolutely horrendous in Chelsea shirt, but I just feel like when he scored that Barcelona goal in which he went across Victor Valdez and he scored an absolutely amazing goal. And Fernando Torres was the one who scored that Champions League semi-final goal against Barcelona. So I just do feel like that I had to mention him, and he has proven his worth of 50 million. So definitely Fernando Torres would be one of the Chelsea greats for me. I do realize that he did not score so many goals as being a striker. You have to, but it's just that he scored a very important goal. So this is why I have to mention. And there are some more few players that I would like to mention, but it's just that I have added a five more players, but it does not seem right. And this is what my dream Chelsea 11 team would look like. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you do enjoy this content. If you did, then please do let me know in the comments. And I hope you have a nice day. Till then, bye bye and take care.